Hello again from Set-Rite products. In this video we're going to show everybody the correct way to install a brand new toilet flange using the Set-Rite toilet flange spacer system. In this system here, if you buy this kit, you'll find that there's 4 individual spacers. The 4 spacers are 1/8, 1/4, 1/2, and 3/4. They all are laid out the same, they all have the same measurement marks on it, and they all do the same thing. The only difference is one's thicker than the other. So what we're going to do to lay out this toilet, we're going to select one of the spacers. On the spacer, you're going to notice that there's a layout mark at 12, 3, 6, and 9, just like a clock. What you're going to do is pay attention to the ones at 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. You take a spacer to measure out your rough, you sit it on the floor. When you do this, you measure from the back wall of the toilet, which would be back here where I'm standing, over to the layout mark at 3 o'clock, and that should be your rough dimension of what your rough is for the sewer pipe. Generally, it'll be the center of the sewer pipe off the back wall. Then you do the same measurement over at 9 o'clock. Once you do that, you make sure that both measurements are the same, and you put a mark on the floor. You mark both sides, exactly where that layout arrow is. Off a sidewall, if you had to measure off a sidewall because you're trying to center the toilet, you're going to take your tape measure and measure over here to 12 o'clock and put a mark. And again at 6 o'clock and you're going to put a mark. Those measurements again will be the same. Once you've done that, you scribe the inside circle. So you have 4 marks on the outside and you have an inside circle. And it will look like this if you can get a picture of this. You're going to see there's 4 marks to the outside and there's a black mark on the inside. This will be the size of the hole that you're going to cut to install the toilet flange. This will guarantee you a couple things. Your toilet, when it's installed, will be square to the back wall and it'll be square to the side wall. And also the hole that you cut will not look like a football, but it'll look like a circle, like it's supposed to be, so you don't overcut it. This allows full support of the toilet flange. Now what we do, since we move over here, we've got our hole cutter ready. You still have your marks around the outside to show you exactly where the spacer goes. You go back to your spacers. You select whichever spacer is the same thickness as your proposed finished floor. If I'm going to put down 1/2 inch wonderboard 1/4 inch tile, that would be a 3/4 inch spacer. I will select the 3/4 inch spacer. I'll go back to my layout arrows at 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. I'll put those layout arrows back on my marks that are on the floor. I'll take the flange, I'll overlay the Johnny Bolt location over the indentation and the layout mark on the spacer. I'll sit it down. All the holes between here will line up. There is a rare occasion that some flanges do not line up with our holes on the spacers. Don't worry about that. Our screws will self-drill through it and screw it down to the floor. So you can use our screws on this kit or you can use your screws. It's not a problem. Once you secure this to the floor, you don't have to do anything else except walk away and you let the tile man tile around the outside. You never have to drill the tile, no masonry bits, no cracked tile. Your installation of the flange is complete.